What's going on, Bottom Line viewers? It's Mitch here with Dylan here to discuss the Bottom Line View's favorite son, the San Francisco 49ers. It's got to be the Bottom Line View's not only most hyped up team of 2019, but also one of our favorite teams in 2019. That is the San Francisco 49ers, the great Kyle Shanahan, and the good-looking guy himself, Jimmy G. So Jimmy G, there's already reports of him throwing bombs, 70-yard touchdowns in camp. And all the 49ers fans are talking 12-4 playoffs. We're going all the way, baby. Maybe that's a little bit too high. But the 49ers have a lot of talent. They're a team with a ton of hype. And I think it's well-placed hype this year in the 49ers because of that talent and because of a coach that I think will finally be able to put it together. Dilly Vanilli, what do you see for the 49ers? What is your outlook for the San Francisco 49ers in 2019?
Well, this is our favorite son. This is one of the teams that we agree on the most as high expectations. I got him at 11-5, which is good for third in the NFC. I'm really looking forward to what this team brings. And I know a lot of people are like, but guys, they haven't shown us yet. This is one of the Kev things when he did with the Browns. We haven't seen them yet. We don't know what they're going to bring. Well, I'm here for the predictions. I'm not here for chalk. I'm here to tell you what I think about this team, okay? So let me look at this roster. Now, one of the things I got to say out the top is that I don't think their receiver core is great, but I think they do have a couple of really good guys. Deebo Samuel comes in as a second-round draft pick. I think that was a great pick. Dante Pettis, I think, is going to be one of the more underrated guys coming in here to year two. Jordan Matthews is on this team. I think he can be fine in a good role. And Marquise Goodwin. Speed. So, not amazing star number one guys, but a lot of really good talent. I think Deebo Samuel is going to do good. Offensive line, I think, is really good. Joe Staley, borderline Hall of Famer, great guy, great left tackle. Mike Person, I think this is a good offensive line. I think this one stacks up with in near the top 10 conversations. I think it's going to do really well, and it's going to help out the running back core. We have Jimmy G coming back off of injury. Now, that is going to be the biggest question, but I really like the potential that this guy has. I know there's a lot of money that they threw out to him very, very quickly, but this is a guy I'm sold on. He's throwing out those bombs in practice and training camp, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what he does here. I think he's got the tools. Oh, did I forget to mention they have George Kittle? Because I think a lot of people forgot in 2018. This guy was breaking records with guys like C.J. Beathard and Nick Mullins. Jesus. I like Nick Mullins as a person, but who cares about either of these guys as football players? This is George Kittle here breaking out, and now he's going to have Jimmy G. Look out for George Kittle. Running back, they've got so many running backs that's ridiculous, Mitch. They got Tevin Coleman coming in here as a free agent. We never thought they were going to sign up for a running back after what they had because they got Matt Breida. They got Jarrett McKinnon coming back from injury. They've got talent. They've got a lot of talent at this running back position. And not to mention they got the best fullback in Kyle Juszczyk. Okay, so then they go to the defensive side, one of my favorite defenses in the league. Nick Bosa comes here as the number 2 pick. If he's healthy, absolutely dominant. You got DeForest Buckner, one of the most underrated guys in the NFL, 12 sacks in 2018. Absolutely fantastic. Dee Ford is here in San Francisco. Really like what he brings to the table. He's been consistent for the last couple of years as one of the best. Quan Alexander, really love this free agency signing. One of my favorites of the year. Just having him here at the Mike linebacker position. Fantastic stuff. Richard Sherman, not the greatest Richard Sherman year, not 2013 anymore. That's in the past, but he still played good. I hope he steps up to make it even better in 2018. I think their secondary is probably my weakest, my least favorite of this defensive position because I really like their front seven. Their secondary has good pieces. Adrian Colbert, I think, is good, but I don't think I'm quite sold on their secondary just yet. But as an overall group, this team has a lot of talent. A lot of potential that I think is going to be shown in 2019. And I know people are thinking, oh, this is too early for them. But I said it, that this is the year they make it to the playoffs. 11-5, good for third in the NFC.
All right, Dilly Vanilli.
Oh, we got to change the jersey.
Change the jersey, baby.
I like it. Oh, that's sad for Baker.
See you, Baker. Jimmy's replacing you. All right, let's get to this prediction now. Okay, so I'm going with the San Francisco 49ers at 10-6, winning the NFC West, and they are going to be the fourth seed in the NFC. My bad, fourth seed in the NFC. But they will be making the playoffs and hosting the wild card game. So the San Francisco 49ers are extremely talented. And I love what they have on offense. I think their offense can and will be a top 5 offense this season. If Jimmy Garoppolo stays on the field and stays healthy, this will happen. And it all starts with Kyle Shanahan and his offense and the pieces that he has kind of made into this nice little circle for Jimmy Garoppolo. All right. You got the receivers and the receiver coach right here. The receiver coach right here, Dilly Vanilli. The receiver. Wes Welker. He's running with the players, Deebo Samuel. And if Deebo Samuel wants to be a great slot receiver, listen to the receiver coach, all right? So you got the receiver coach, and you got Deebo Samuel, who I think will have an impact right away, just as Dylan said. Dante Pettis, to me, I could see him having 1,000 yards this year. And the thing I love about Dante Pettis and Marquise Goodwin, that's speed, man. And that's tough. When they get the ball in the open field, that's going to be difficult to stop. Of course, Dante Pettis actually broke Wes Welker's return record in college. So Dante Pettis is not only a great threat from the receiver position who showed off his route running skills at the end of last season, but also as a returner. And that adds to difficult ability to cover, to tackle in the open field. Deebo Samuel in the slot. Then you got Jordan Matthews as a kind of a guy that can come in and play every role. Trent Taylor's a nice slot receiver as well, who missed all last season. Jalen Hurd as a versatile piece that they can use all over the place. A ton of depth and a ton of multifaceted type of players that play different roles. The offensive line is kind of underrated. You know, Joe Staley is a consistent force at left tackle. Weston Richburg, you have Tomlinson and Person at guard, which it's okay, but it can be better. And then you have Mike McGlinchey at right tackle, who proved he's worth the first-round pick last year. George Kittle is an absolute monster. Nothing else that needs to be said. They added Niles Paul, who I don't think that was a bad signing at all. I think part of it was because they put Garrett Selleck on the PUP, and he's an injury question mark. But Niles Paul is not bad as a backup tight end. And the running back position, man, they have 3 running backs, which I love. And all 3 of them can both run the ball and pass catch out of the backfield. I think Tevin Coleman will be the main ball carrier. I think Jerick McKinnon will be the main third down receiver, and Matt Breida will be a mix of both. And then Kyle Juszczyk, of course, who's phenomenal, and they use him in all these different ways as well. And I'm fascinated to see how Shanahan utilizes like these running backs as receivers out wide possibly, or in the backfield, and also utilizing Kyle Juszczyk in this offense when he moves him around and in the play action game and in the stretch run game and all that stuff that he loves to do. Then the defense, you touched on Nick Bosa and Dee Ford, who should be a dominant duo right away for this team off the edge as pass rushers. And what I really love about the way they've constructed this team, and I think John Lynch deserves some credit here, is that the offense should score points, and it's built to score points. But then the defense, in the same way I talked about the Browns and the Chiefs, it's a defense that's complementary in the style of, okay, they can rush the passer. And even better than those other teams, I feel like they can cover better. I feel like they have a more talented roster overall defensively. They actually ranked, I believe, 12th last year in yardage given up. I think Robert Saleh did a good job with this under talented, like not as talented defense that they have now. Like, I don't think that defense last year was not that good, honestly, like in terms of talent overall. They were missing edge rushers. They were missing linebackers. Their secondary was just okay. But this year they added so many pieces, and you touched upon it, like Quan Alexander. Fred Warner was nice as a rookie. And then you add possibly an X factor at corner and Jason Verrett. This defense actually has quite a bit of depth, especially on the defensive line, a pretty good linebacking core. And then the secondary, I feel like, could take a step forward this year with an improved pass rush and not as much time to having to cover. And if Jason Verrett can stay healthy alongside Richard Sherman, this could be a really good corner duo. The safeties are, in my opinion, the biggest weakness of this defense. But I think Jaquiski Tart and Adrian Colbert, if they stay healthy, I feel like they can play well. And I don't think they're going to be asked to do a ton within this defense. So when looking at this team, we've touched on how talented we believe they are. It's just a matter of health It's a matter of coaching. It's a matter of putting it all together. And because I do believe in Kyle Shanahan as their coach, and I do believe in Robert Saleh as well, I think this is a team that will make this happen this year in 2019. I do, and I would say that Jimmy Garoppolo is an under-the-radar dark horse MVP candidate. I think the 49ers are going to win the NFC West. I think they are the most talented roster, believe it or not, in the NFC West, and I see them going to the playoffs. So we both see them going to the playoffs. We both highly believe in this team. They're our favorite son for a reason. Dilly Vanilli, any final words on the 49ers?
They're one of my more intriguing teams. I want to see them get it done because I have a lot of expectations. Third seed, baby.
All right. Thanks for watching. From Mitch and Dilly, go check out the rest of our previews. Subscribe to the Bottom Line View for more. And Gronk spike the like button. Peace out.
Peace.